everyone. Respected principal, vice principal, Mr. Vikta, teachers, I all welcome you all in this in-house training session in the topic gender sensitivity. Gender sensitivity is an important tool which helps in raising awareness about gender stereotypes and cultivate the disposition to behave in a gender sensitive way. It is also to rely less on the assumption of traditional views about the rules of men and women. As we see in the ancient societies, there was a quite difference on the rules of the men and society. And as it is changing along with that time, the differences are also being changed. The life of the man as well as of the woman, there are quite differences and quite changes we have seen. And it went on with the various revolutions, various demands, various struggles. So in this present society we can say that gender sensitivity is an important part of our life, which is an important thing of the society. We can say that if we have to run a smooth society, we need both the ways, men and women equally. So to start this session, I want to start with this session with an activity. I hope you all have in your pen and copy. Yes? So at the very beginning, let us have in your mind about an agricultural farm. Farm in the sense of field where plowing activity is going on. Men and women are working in the farming field. They are sowing the paddy crop. You all are aware about the paddy crop. So you just draw in a scene of a farming field where men and women both are working in the field for the paddy plantation. Please, everyone, you are given 15 minutes time. In your copy, just draw or figure a scene where a plowing field is going on, men and women both are working, different activities are going on in the paddy plantation. So everyone, please. Make a picture in which you will present a farm in which you have to present 5 things. It can be anything, whatever coming in your mind, draw in that picture. 5 main things which you see in a paddy field. This living organism I am talking about. 5 living organisms you have to draw on that farm. Whatever is coming in your mind, 5 things.
You show at least 5 activities in the field. Along with the men and women, you can show their children also.
Whatever is coming in your mind, be quick, something will draw now, whatever.
And you have to name the characters. Give name to your characters.
Name them. You have to give name to them.
You have 15 minutes time now. Take your time and draw.
Related to the topic. Related to topic.
and near the tree, the Hari, the dog, is watching just keeping, seeing or protecting the food what this particular family, those who are taking activity in the field are there. The field is being plowed by Biscuit and Dhoni, and there are two oxen named Hira and Moti. So they are plowing the field, and both are working together hand in hand while the Biscuit is plowing the field, the Dhoni is putting the seed behind him. That is it.
Here is Rosa, who is helping her mother to cutting down the paddy, and Rohini, Rosa's mother, she is also helping to making the bundle of the paddy, and Ram is Rosa's father, who is helping the plowing the field, and Rohan, who is helping the irrigation, and then the scale.
Okay. So, okay, we are going into this one. Here you can see that she has made that Rohan is helping in irrigation activity, whereas Rosa and her mother is helping in cutting down the paddy and winding up that paddy, making the bundles. Third one, Ram, who is the father of Rosa, who is doing the plowing work. What difference you will see in this picture? What difference is this? Rosa is a girl, whereas Rosa's mother, she is also a woman only, and they both are working very light, they are doing very light work. Means we had made our imagination that women can do only light work. Female gender can do only light work, and male gender can do heavy work. Like plowing work is given to father, Rosa's father, and again irrigation activity is given to Rohan. So you can see here a gender sensitivity can be experienced because this is already figured in our mind. It comes, see, when we talk about gender sensitivity, it begins from our society, and first beginning comes from our home, right? It is coming from our home only. We made our society think about that all light works are given to women or girls. It's a question session. It is a very sensitive topic. I know that. Afterwards we will discuss what we done in the this PRP session. We are going to discuss that. So here is, you can see Coffee and Annan, who says that gender equality is more than a goal in itself. It is a precondition for meeting the challenge of reducing poverty, promoting sustainable development, and building good governance. So it is said that if gender equality is there, it will help in reducing the poverty, which is a very upcoming challenge in the society, in the whole world also you can say. Again, promoting sustainable development. Sustainable development means in future also equality should be there. If we want our future to be developed, so sustainable development should be there. Again, the next one, it is like a goal itself. It is like a goal itself, gender equality. Do you think in India gender equality is there? Gender equality is there. I want to response. Gender equality is there in India? No. It is not there. So this is a very sensitive topic. Here is one video.
Gender awareness plays an important role in making women and men aware about gender equality, benefits of gender equality, and the consequences of gender inequality. When we are gender aware, our attitude, behavior, and belief change positively against the inequalities between women and men and thus contribute to a balanced growth of the society. This is Ambipur, a small village in Raigad district of Maharashtra. We are here to meet Mia, Jay and their family. Let's take a few minutes to see what's happening in their lives. Gender and related concepts. Mia has been selected to represent the school at the science exhibition in the nearby town, and she is running back home to share this news with the family, and she meets Gandhi on the way back home.
Mama, I got selected to go to town for the science exhibition.
Gandhi is very upset when she hears this.
Mom, are you crazy? Do you know how unsafe it is for girls? I listen about the scary situation on the radio every day. Do you remember your sister was also excited to go to town for agriculture extension training? Thank God that your father strictly told her that he would not entertain such a stupid idea. See, now she is happily married. Forget it, all this silly science fair and town. Learn some household work like your mother and sister.
Even in today's age, women and even girls like Mia are denied the right to proper education. Men, on the other hand, have preferential treatment. Let us see what is happening in Jay's house. It's time for Jay to come back from school and Parvati is preparing tea. Jay smells this and jumps into action.
Mama, are you making my favorite cake? Please let me help you make the cake, Mama.
Very good man. You're a man and your job is not in the kitchen. Go out and watch TV or do your homework.
Most societies have treated men and women differently, giving men the advantage over women. Let us see how. On a bright day, Mia and Jay are walking back from school. They are passing by Ramu Kaka's shop. Just then, they see a couple walk into the shop to buy toys for their children. Kaka looks at the year-old girl and says,
Take this toy and kitchen set. I'm sure you will love this and you will have. What would you like to have? I have guns, motorbike, cars, Spider-Man and blocks.
How come Chintu got a choice to pick what he wants, but Ramu Kaka decided that Gutti wants a doll and kitchen set?
Do you find these scenes familiar? Our society does not treat girls and boys equally. But wait, are girls and boys really equal? Definitely not in the minds of people like Dadi, Parvati and Ramu Kaka. Traditionally, girls have always been associated with jobs related to beauty, cooking, cleaning and so on, while men are associated with jobs involving tools, cars, bikes and so on. The reality is that most of these can be done by both girls and boys, and men and women. Men and women are different biologically, but they are not unequal. But nature does not say that the male is superior to the female. Nature does not create hierarchy or superiority, but gender does. But what is gender? Come, let us learn. Gender is a socio-cultural definition of girls and boys, men and women, and is created by the society. Norms of society define what girls should wear, what they should do, how they should be treated, and their rights and responsibilities. Because societies create gender, the definition can vary from society and time to time. So, what is the difference between gender and sex? Sex is what you are born with and is the same anywhere in the world, whereas gender is what you learn socially. Based on our biases, we tend to associate certain articles or activities or roles with men and women. Now that we know the difference between sex and gender, let us see how we can differentiate the natural, that is sex, and the socially made, that is gender activities. Children are taught gender from a very young age, sometimes as soon as we are born, that men and women are not equal. It continues forever through family upbringing, school education, advertisements, media, and so on. This is called socialization, teaching us how to behave, how to think and act in ways associated with one's sex. Socialization is done through different ways. Let's see how. Jay is just coming back from school, but he sees him limping and sulking.
Jay, what happened? Why are you sulking? You're a boy. You're supposed to be strong and not cry like girls. If you keep crying, how will you take care of your baby? Now stop playing with girls, else you will start behaving like them.
While Margaret and Jay are talking, they hear Mia sing.
Mia, why are you running and shouting like a boy? And what kind of dress are you wearing?
The girl child and the boy child are handled differently from a very young age. Codes of conduct are imposed on girls and women, such as do not run, dress like a girl, don't talk loudly, and so on. Similarly, boys and men are termed as girls and women when they show their emotions or cry. The Damji and Mia are walking towards their home. Let's hear their conversation.
Dadaji, my teacher wanted us to write an essay on what we want to be when we grow up. Will you help me write an essay? I want to be an engineer.
Engineer? Why? It is such a difficult job. Engineers work with men and machines and carry loads. Girls are meant to do easy work.
Dadaji, but this is not easy work. Masi walks so far with water every day. And look at the mobile. She gets firewood from so far so that she can cook.
The attention of girls and boys are directed in different directions and to different objects. This process begins very early in a child's life and is facilitated by parents and close family members. This process begins much before the child realizes the most basic biological differences between a male and a female. Let's see how society does that. That night, Radha and her husband are talking during dinner.
Today, in our group meeting, it was announced that there is a training program on digital and financial literacy for farmers. Starting next week, I would like to join the program.
Why do you want to stream your 10 minutes by typing and all that? You are good at what you are doing. Working in the field and taking care of your family. If you have time, just enjoy watching TV at leisure. You don't have to strain yourself anymore. Moreover, going there in the sun will make you go dark.
Don't do all this with talking. For 10 years, I have been working in the field, doing all the work, right from sowing to weeding and harvesting. Now I really want to go for the training so that at least this year I can come along with you to the Mandi and know what happens out there.
Stop talking about it now. The Mandi is not the right place for women to come. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do on the farm. That not be your. I have now made my decision clear. Let us not create confusion in the mind of the child.
What do we see here? Girls and boys are exposed to different types of activities. Aren't we used to seeing father and son watching cricket while mother and daughter go shopping? In villages, girls are expected to help their mothers in the kitchen and look after younger siblings, and boys are expected to accompany the fathers to the fields or to the shops. Hey, look here. Looks like today is a special day. It is Dadiji's birthday. Mia and Jay are taking Dadi's blessings.
Mia Raja beta, study well and grow up strong. Rule the world and bring fame to the family. Grow up to be the most beautiful girl in the world, so that a charming prince comes and take you away.
Boys and girls are appreciated differently. While a boy may be appreciated for his strength, agility, and marks at school, a girl may be appreciated for her looks, dress, or cooking skills and craft. Gender bias not only creates differences in the society, but it also creates hierarchies and inequalities. Gender often determines opportunities and choices and can therefore cause discrimination. This is applicable to the farming system also. Gender inequality also impacts access to education, health or credit, etc. Gender equality is possible when men and women are treated fairly based on their needs. Power dynamics. Rules that apply to a male farmer are different from that of a female farmer. Let us see how power and privileges help individuals to progress ahead or go backwards. Let's take an example of the privileges that a male farmer has. A male farmer has access to ownership of farmland, can walk alone in the night, has the choice of using or not using a contraceptive, can go for training and meetings easily without any pressure of domestic work. He can even speak confidently about any concerns or problems in the village meeting or Gram Sabha, and is not afraid of violence at home. He has the opportunity to watch TV or listen to the radio or read the newspaper. Now, a female farmer may not have the same privileges. These power and privileges help individuals to progress ahead or go backwards.
Content was presented in it. First of all, it describes the difference between sex and gender. So what is sex? Sex is actually biological identity which individual get by birth. And gender is a social construct on the basis of which they get opportunity, they get their dress up, makeup and all. So as we are seeing here that Mia, she is a girl. So her grandmother was saying that she should get married. Why should she think about that science fair and all? Why should go out for engineering? So if a girl's purpose in life is limited to going up, getting married and having children only, is it correct? No. So how would this attitude affect Mia's life later? What she will think or what effect she will have on her grandmother's this sentence on her life? Anyone? Grandmother's sentence, what effect later she will have on her life? That what will affect?
Why the grandmothers are only saying? Why the grandmothers are not?
That is, grandfather is also saying, na? Grandfather also said.
Father not
That he said that why you will go for engineering?
in case the grandmothers are weak, treating the girls as a little bit depressed or doing the pressure on them.
That is social construct. That is traditional one.
Done by women only. That is the case. Not by the men.
No, men also. Grandfather also said. He said here in the video. So that is a social construct which is already fed in the mind of the people, old people and all. But we thank to our education system which gave us the difference, which gave us how to sort out these gender inequalities between the people, men and women. Education only, because earlier when people were not educated, right from Parda system and all, they didn't know what women, they only said that women should take care of the house, children, and they should not go out for working. But this is the education which gave us chance, women to come up, to get empowerment. So that's why women came up. So it is our thanks to the education system which is giving us the gender sensitization classes. Now, if Mia had been a boy, what would have been the parents' decision? If Mia had been a boy, then what would be parents' decision? That time,
If Mia would be the boy, she would get the permission to work out and fulfill her dream.
yes. Then that time, they would not have said that engineering is a tough word. Generally, when we talk about engineer, doctor, pilot, then we think about the man only, male person. But when we talk about nurse, teacher, caretaker, then it directly strikes our mind for the women. Isn't or not? Yes, it is.
Many shapes are there, boys.
Now it is forming. Now it is forming. That only I am saying.
And
Earlier,
many engineers are the girls.
now that only I am saying. This is due to gender sensitization. Earlier, when the word strike our mind that engineer, doctor, then only it was for the men. Pilot, but now we are lady pilots also, na? We are seeing lady, they are riding the cars and all, then pilot, becoming engineer, doctors also. Now only not it is limited to the men.
When I was a student, and if you have studied here, there was one teacher was there in my batch. That was named Safarira. Do you remember that?
Now she is.
Yes. She is my batch. Means she crossed the 50s, and she is what? Navy officer. Yes. Yes, sensitive, equal, all there. And
Still, sir, many places in our country still having this discrimination. We are talking about them. We are not talking about the developed areas or where women are getting same power. We are talking about those places where still women are not getting that facilities. They are not getting that privileges. So these training programs are actually for awareness of the teachers so that we can, wherever you become resource person and go, you will also make them aware about this topic. So they are developed, they are having equal opportunities and all. But still some places we have to think about our whole country. So this actually in-house training is for our whole country, not for one particular area, Jharkhand or like that. Still you go to Haryana and all, Rajasthan, there you will find many of the girls still sitting at home. They will not go for education, they will do work, household work, they will get married at early ages only. So that we are rural area. So we have to think about every area.
When I was there, all the girls were there together, and I got a lot of pictures with my son itself. They were roaming here and there at night, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
And still, it is said that girls, it is not safe to go out from the house at night. Some differences are there still prevailing. Then some phrases are used. Girls, don't cry like girl. If any boy cry, we used to say. Even teachers sometimes say, "Are you a girl? You are getting shy. Are you shy? Super shy. Are you a girl?" This should not be used in the class. This term shy, crying, emotions. This is for both the gender, it is said. The boys also have emotion. Their nature is also maybe similar. Some are reserved, some are very frank. It is not that all the boys we say, yeah, you are super strong, can't you put this test? No, boy also may be weak. Might he not be getting proper nutrition? That depends. It is a social construct. Okay, so gender is a social construct and sex is a biological identity. So when child is born, then parents know he is a boy or a girl. After that, when child grows up, we don't know na? When as he grows up or she grows up, they give them dresses like boy or girl. They tell them you are a girl, sit properly. Why boy can't be said you sit properly? So that is the difference. It starts from the home and then from the families and then it goes to the school also. So we have to remove some words. We teachers, I also used to say something like that might hurt boy or a girl. You are not a boy. Why are you running like that? No. So we should not make them discriminated that you are a boy. You should not do this or you should do that. So for that, I would like to distribute a handout. And most of the answers I think you have got in the videos. So after little session, this will continue. Then you will start doing that handout.
Okay. We came to know about sex and gender. We have already explained about that. One thing we missed, that is transgender. Boy, girl and transgender. Transgenders are also present. Now we should know what is actually this transgender part. This transgender are the people who experience their gender differently than the sex they were assigned to give birth with. A person who is assigned male at birth but experience their gender as female. They like to be like a female. They want to be beautiful like a female. So that is the transgender. So here comes one video. You will understand the pain the transgender used to experience.
मम्मी नाराज तो होने ही पड़ा, वो तो चाहती है कि मैं डॉक्टर ही बनूं। इसलिए हॉलीडेज खत्म और बोर्डिंग स्कूल शुरू। एक दिन भी एक्स्ट्रा रुकने नहीं दिया। मम्मी भी ना। मम्मी ने अपनी लाइफ अपने आप ही बनाई। 18 साल की थी जब उनके फादर ने उन्हें घर से निकाल दिया। अकेले रहने का तो सोचने से भी डर लगता है। मैंने अपने पापा को कभी देखा नहीं। मेरी असली माँ वो बहुत बीमार रहती थी। उनके बारे में सिर्फ एक ही दिन याद है जो मैं कभी भुला नहीं पाती। एक दिन कुछ लोग आए और उन्हें एम्बुलेंस में ले गए। उन लोगों का भी वापस नहीं है। फिर एक दिन मम्मी आई। बहुत प्यार से मुझे अपनी गोद में बिठाया और मुझे अपने घर ले गए। तबीयत खराब थी तो पूरी रात मेरे साथ बैठी रही। सुबह मम्मी ने एक सुंदर सी रेड फ्रॉक पहनाई, मेरे लिए ढेर सारे चिप्स बनाए। मम्मी के साथ 10 साल हो गए। अब तो मम्मी कम और दोस्त ज्यादा बढ़ गई। संडे हम दोनों का फेवरेट दिन। बालों में तेल लगाने के बाद दोपहर में मेरा फेवरेट लंच कढ़ी चावल और रात में हॉरर फिल्म। डर लगता है पर मम्मी होती है तो नहीं लगता। ये है मेरी मम्मी, है ना प्यारी? मम्मी ने लाइफ में इतने प्रॉब्लम्स देखे, कितना कुछ सहा है, फिर भी उन्होंने हमेशा मेरा ख्याल रखा है। सिविल रूल में तो लिखा है कि सबके लिए बेसिक राइट सेम होते हैं। फिर मम्मी को क्यों नहीं? इसलिए मैं डॉक्टर नहीं, लॉयर बनूंगी मेरी मम्मी के लिए।
So this was Gauri Samant, and now you know that this video is the original video. She struggled so hard in her life. When she was 16 years old, she was she was thrown out of the house, and she was said that you are neither a boy nor a girl, and you should go out of our room. You are not capable to cope with the society. So she was sent out of the house. And further, she fought so much for her well-being, and then she adopted one girl, and now that girl is a lawyer. And now she brought so many, she fought so many cases in which she won also, And now transgenders are also getting equal rights like boys and girls. So whenever we are discussing, we used to forget about this transgender. Transgender can occur in the society. They should also get human rights. They are also human. Transgender rights are human rights. Again, we will continue how to follow this gender sensitivity in the classes. When we were going through the seminar, at that time, at that session, one principal was there, Chinmaya's principal. They spoke about one incident which happened in their school. I liked that incident very much. So I am remembering that. She told that one LKG student, nursery students, when they got admission in the school, one girl was there. And she used to, from beginning, from her birth onwards, she was wearing pant, shirt, shorts like this. And when she came to school, she was asked to wear skirt. Because skirt is the dress code in the school. And she was very disappointed and she started saying that I'm not going to wear this different type of thing. Because she was in the habit of wearing that pant. And now suddenly she was asked to wear skirt and come to school. And because of that she got disappointed at house also. So they explained her in such a manner that after 1 week she went to school. And in that also she was disappointed. So that is the thing also we can see in the kid. So as we know that it comes from our household. For girls we are providing them frocks, skirts and all. But for boys we used to give them pant shirt. Why not boys used to wear frock? Yes, we mothers, if you are having a boy, we used to fulfill our dream by making them wear frock. I don't know about others, but I mean. I used to call my son baby. Sometimes. Yes. We mothers, so many mothers used to call them baby. So this is what gender equality. From our home only we should teach them, boys and girls, this gender inequality is not real. All are equal, nothing is attributed to one person. That you are a boy, you have all the freedom, and girl, you don't have the freedom. Now, we have to create such an environment. We should raise our child in such a gender neutral environment so that they should not have gender discrimination in their mind. So we have to raise our kids at home in the neutral way. Gender discrimination should not be there. Again, you can see here some pictures are there. Here you can see how to be a gorgeous. You know. Most of us, we used to scroll and see how to enhance fairness. Yes? Do you think we girls only do that? No. Boys are also doing it. You can see fair and handsome cream is also there. We are also using that. Again, you can see how to be clever. How to be clever. So here you can see picture of a boy is given. This is what? Who created this? Our society. Our society created them. So, first of all, society is required to be improved and that begins from our home. Next thing, here you can see this gender stereotype. In this, we can see the kindergarten students, those who are kindergarten students, okay, on the first year, they used to work on building proficiencies. Means building proficiency, they will understand the color, the different type of things which are available in the environment. So they used to build their knowledge at that time, first year. Then again, primary education, you can see in our school also. In primary education, they used to think about the spiritual progression. Means spiritual progression is subject-wise study. Subject-wise, in different subjects, we used to make them enhance. Then in junior high school, again here subject-wise progression, higher and higher studies are there. We make them spiritually progress in different subjects. Again in high school, they used to, senior high school, they used to prepare for their future. Can you see any gender discrimination is here? No, we used to work on the development. Stereotype is not there. Stereotype means we are giving priority to one particular gender, giving preference to to one particular gender. Here overall development is there and everything is made equally for everyone. All child should be equal in the eyes of a teacher. Again, some stereotype which we can see in the society, in the social role, you can say men are required, are provided the financial, they are known to be the head of the family and they are known for the financial supportive hand to the family. Whereas women, they are considered to be the home and children care property. A small incident with this I want to share. I am not going to discuss about any other thing. Yesterday's incident only I am going to tell. I was preparing for this PPT. While I was preparing for PPT, I was too worried that how the food will be prepared. My husband and my son was not aware about this, that they were not worried that how they will eat and what they will eat. He was busy in his work and my son was also busy in his work. And I was again with along this, it was more important. So finally I was worried, others were not worried. So from this only you can see gender sensitivity feature. So what we can do, we can care to give fair recognition of both the gender. We should oppose the language which used to distract the gender. We should make proper addresses. We should give them message. We should give them message of equality with the sensitivity. Thinking about the sensitivity. We should avoid the expression. We should treat them equal and think about the senses which it can make. As a teacher, we play a major role in creating the school environment that are free of gender bias and is encouraging both the male and female to reach their highest potential in the work and the abilities.
माँ को देखो, वो हर हाल में गाना गाती है। मैं भी बहुत प्यार करती हूँ।
तुमने दो अलग-अलग तरह के रिबन बांध रखे हैं।
हाँ माँ, मुझे दोनों रंग पसंद है, इसीलिए मैंने दोनों को साथ पहना है।
ठीक है, जैसे भी तुम खुश रहो। चलो अपना लंच बॉक्स दो।
कोई मुझसे बात नहीं कर रहा। शायद मैं इनकी ग्रुप में रहने के लायक नहीं हूँ। सबके पास सुंदर सुंदर चिकन है और सब साथ में खाना खाते हैं। कोई भी अपना खाना मेरे साथ नहीं बांटता। मैं बहुत अकेला महसूस करती हूँ।
हेलो अनुरा, क्या तुम मेरे साथ बाहर चलना चाहोगी? क्या तुम ठीक हो बेटा? मैंने देखा कि तुम कुछ परेशान हो, सब ठीक तो है?
मेरा कोई दोस्त नहीं है। मैं अपने आप को बहुत अकेला महसूस करती हूँ। जब भी मैं उन सबको एक दूसरे के साथ बात करते, खेलते और गाना गाते सुनती हूँ, मुझे लगता है मैं उनके ग्रुप का हिस्सा कभी नहीं बन सकती। कोई भी मुझसे बात नहीं करता, कोई मुझसे अपनी टिफिन भी नहीं बांटता। मैं हमेशा अकेले खाती हूँ।
अनुरा, मुझे गर्व है कि तुमने अपने मनोभावों को व्यक्त किया। तुम्हारी माँ ने पौष्टिक खाना दिया है, जो कि सुंदर टिफिन बॉक्स से कहीं बेहतर है। मैं समझ सकती हूँ कि कई बार ये तुम्हारे लिए काफी कठिन होता है, लेकिन तुम्हारे अंदर ऐसी परिस्थितियों में भी सकारात्मक तरीके से कार्य करने की क्षमता है। तुम अकेले नहीं हो, तुम अपने चुने तरीकों से ऐसे मनोभावों से निपट सकती हो।
मेरी माँ कहती है कि जब भी कभी मैं अपनी भावनाओं को नियंत्रित न कर पाऊँ तो इस गाने को गाऊँ और इससे मुझे सुकून मिलता है।
तो इसलिए तुम कोई भी बैठकर ये गुनगुना रही थी। गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, कृपया ध्यान दीजिए। गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स,
अंतर विद्यालय गायन प्रतियोगिता आयोजित करवा रहा है। अगर आप इसमें भाग लेना चाहते हैं तो यहाँ आए और कक्षा के लिए कुछ पंक्तियाँ गाएं। ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं। अच्छा प्रयास बच्चों। और कोई? अंजना, क्या तुम कक्षा को अपनी प्रतिभा दिखाना चाहोगी?
जरा उसके बालों को तो देखो।
वो तो अलग अलग लोगों के रिबन बांधे हुए हैं, कितनी बेवकूफ है।
मैम कितनी अच्छी है और मेरी मदद करती है। माँ ने मुझे प्रेरणा दी जिसके कारण आज मैं अच्छा गा सकती हूँ। मैं अपनी प्रतिभा दिखा सकती हूँ।
अंजना ने अपने चुनौतीपूर्ण मनोभावों को नियंत्रित किया। जैसे वो अपनी कक्षा के सम्मुख खड़ी हुई थी, उसी ऊर्जा के साथ जैसे वो अंतर विद्यालय गायन प्रतियोगिता में अपनी चमक बिखेरने को तैयार है। वाह, इस लड़की की कितनी बेहतरीन आवाज है। मुझे बहुत पसंद आया इसका गाना। ये हमारी बेटी है।
अंतर विद्यालय गायन प्रतियोगिता का पुरस्कार दिया जाता है। अंजना को
मनोभावों को समझना और नियंत्रित करना बहुत जरूरी है। हमारी देखने, सुनने, छूने और सोचने की क्षमताओं की ही तरह महसूस करने की क्षमता भी आत्म जागरूकता के लिए उतनी ही महत्वपूर्ण है। मनोभावों को व्यक्त करने की क्षमता किशोरावस्था में बहुत मायने रखती है। जिस उम्र में किशोर भावनात्मक दबाव का सामना करते हैं, हमेशा याद रखें आप अकेले नहीं हैं और आपको अपनी भावनाएं दूसरों से साझा करनी चाहिए। आपके भीतर प्रेम और सहयोग की भावना है और आपका मानसिक स्वास्थ्य व भावनात्मक भलाई बहुत मायने रखती है।
So many students are there in our class. All are not equal. We should bring them up. Those who are disappointed, they are in the fear of coming to the stage. We should make them so open that they can come to the stage. And everyone should get equal opportunities. And that is the responsibility of a teacher. Again, we should ensure support and safety by learning the objectives. Government also started so many techniques to make them this gender equality. Teacher and students also used to talk with each other to remove this gender inequality, and it starts from school only. Again, bias, you know, it is given the preference or towards one gender over the other. It occurs in the society, and we can see the changes can be seen in their behavior, their ability to do a particular work, how they are interacting with the society, that entire thing. Boys have to do work rather than attending the school. This school enrollment, depending on the child, this gender bias is given. Boys are given the financial responsibility. Again, so these are the various dropouts. If gender bias is there in the society, these are the dropouts. Like poverty will be there, misconceptions will be there, limited benefits will be given to the girl education, lack of women teacher will be there, and the supportive facilities will be lacking behind. Again, the next one is, we see that gender violence is there, and it worries. Difference is there. 71% violence can be seen in the case of women, whether it is physical or sexual violence, which is given by a partner, husband, or the society. Again, you can say, how we can avoid this? We can avoid this by keeping calm and learning the self-defense technique. We should take the children all around us like karate classes are there. We can help the girl child to learn that. Because you know, physically if we are talking, girl child are little weaker. Physically little weaker, 70% of the strongness is there in female, whereas it is 100% in male. You know that this is the difference, and this is a biological difference. Whereas girls are emotionally weak and boys are emotionally stronger. It is said. But we should remove this stereotype. We should teach them everything. If we teach them, they can become equal. Self-defense technique, it can prevent them from physical harm, and self-defense technique will help them to be more secure, more stronger, more safer in the surrounding. Physical harm can be of many types, you know very well about that. Again, this self-defense technique will help them to protect themselves. They will build the confidence in them. They will teach the women discipline, and discipline also move in the areas where they are living if they are stronger enough. It is not said that violence is done only on women, but it is also done on men. But it is comparatively less. It is said that 100 domestic violence situations occurred and 40 cases are there on the men as compared to women. They are pushed, slapped, hit with some of the throwing objects. They used to slam the door. This type of, and again, the most probably the domestic violence which is faced by a man is mental and emotional violence. It is said by Gloria that we have begun to raise the daughters more like son. We should raise the daughters more like son, but few have the courage to raise our son more like our daughters. Again, it is said that we girls are equal to the boys. We cannot be equal to, you cannot be equal to us. Boys are saying that you are not equal to we boys. But girls are saying no, we are equal to the boys. But it can be changed into you are also stronger and you girls are far better than we boys. And again here one more is quotation which is given by Ban Ki-moon. He says that achieving gender equality requires the engagement of women and men, girls and boys. It is everyone's responsibility, not a particular person, but everyone's responsibility. Now, I will request Miss Rita Miss to come forward.
So first handout, you can do it. First handout, that is awareness on gender, that MCQ questions are there. Just pick the correct one. subjective one. Shall I start? A form of social organization in which females are dominated by males is termed as. What is that? Patriarchy. Okay. Gender and sex are same, different, or overlap? Completely different. Okay. Different genders dress differently because of social reason, because it is a social construct of gender. Most of the time, gender inequality affects men, women in poor countries, or women and transgender everywhere. Women and transgender both. Okay. Women and transgender are oppressed because of male dominance it is, not biological reasons. Male dominance because earlier all whatever norms were made that was made by men. Now women, they are changing that. So it is male dominance. There are some, see you can take two or more. Male biological is also correct. I can't say it is the wrong one. But in society, it is because of male dominance.
Historical reason भी है I can explain.
How historical?
I can explain ना तो हरा अभी कैसे फोर्ट घूमने में सब पता होगा महल में बड़ा वाला that in the fort the big rooms were made and all the things were made for the kings and the small places for the not transgender. Transgender was also having more smaller and the females were having the small rooms where the kings used to go.
There are more men than women at senior positions at workplaces because option it is not because women are less competent or less qualified, but they have to look at like farmer story we have done already the painting we have drawn. So if man is coming from the field back to the home, he doesn't have any tension of cleaning the house, preparing food, taking care of children and cleaning the clothes and all. But women, even after coming from the field, she has to work for all that. So it is not they are less qualified or competent, but they have to take care of all jobs can be done by every gender. Totally agree. The school where I work treats all teachers equally. Partially agree. What differences are there, sir?
I will tell you. I can see.
The school where I teach has students employees from transgender community?
No.
No. And do we have students of transgender here? No. So absence of transgender people from schools and workplaces. But nowadays they will also get, they are getting opportunities. It is already started. They will also get education. Now you can continue with the subjective questions.
I realized it by my last month.
क्या हुआ? All of you have completed? Yes. Who said? Amrita, yes. What is your first answer? How did you realize to what gender you belong?
Social reason as well as biological.
What is the social reason?
From childhood onwards, boys are giving pants and shirts, and girls are giving frock and all. Then girls are going social answer. And then when we do the Durga Puja and when we call the concept to eat, we are not allowing you boys. We are just calling to the girls. So we. Yeah, so that then girls are just tying the hair like and just putting, mothers are putting kindi and all that. This thing. So many things are there. And biological reason is also.
Anybody else? You did something different? Say it. The standard written. Same. So biological reason, of course, it is the first one. Then expression, behavior, communication from your parents, and your dress up. And all the time speaking about that your parents say behave like this, you are a girl, behave like that, you are a boy. So that all communication part from the parents which you get, that make you realize what gender you are. Is it? Am I correct or not? Okay. Now second question. Who were the first people who told you how you should dress?
My mother.
Parents. And then of course in the school also. If we talking like she told about that student, she wanted to be a parent. But school, they were told to be a skirt. Then was parents and then school.
First people.
Yes, first people will be parents. Have you ever felt that you should behave in a particular way because of your gender? If so, from where did the realization comes from? Society. So first from family, because family lives in society, they have to manage that also, and then of course after that wherever in society we interact. Now characters that describe males and females. What are the characters?
Physical appearance, gender expression, decision maker, way of talking, emotions, voice,
Boys, okay.
puberty, changes in the body.
That is physical appearance only. Okay. Yes, all the points are correct. Give her a good applause. Some phrases which we use for boy or a girl that defines a particular gender. What are those phrases? Yes, don't cry like a girl. Get ready. Don't take too much time for getting ready, as girls say. Okay, this is one. Then shy. Okay. Courageous. Don't laugh so much loudly as boys laugh. Boys can laugh loudly, but girls cannot. Shall it be there? If this mouth should be there in the society or what? No. Common names that can be used instead of gender specific names. Like we use now, what are the common names we use here? Prince, princess, okay. Gudiya. Yes, especially we say girls Gudiya at home. Nickname, we use it. that also chairperson. If you say you can identify both, but if you say chairman, that is a. Now the last one, what is gender? So you have to write S for biological, and if it is gender, write G. Have you completed?
Yes.
No, what about 8?
Why they can do not. ये वाला S.
So first one is women give birth to babies, men do not. Yes. It is biological reason. Girls are gentle, boys are rough. G. That can be changed also. Girls also can become rough. Doctors are men, nurses are women. G. Boys don't cry. G. It is necessary for them also to cry. Otherwise they may have heart attack also. Boys are good at mathematics and science, and girls are good at language and history. G. We cannot say boys are always good at mathematics. Is it, sir? Girls are also there now. They are not saying. Any girl? When one thinks of an engineer, one hardly ever thinks of women. G. Women work 2/3 of the world's working hours, produce half of the world's food, yet earn only 10% of the world's income, and own less than 1% of world's property. G. This is discrimination, gender discrimination. Boys break at puberty, girls do not. This is biological reason. It is not in the society. Girls used to reach home on time. Kindergarten teachers should be women. Men are not good at taking care of young children. All men are expected to work and earn money for the family. Women are expected to take care of family or domestic duties and remain close to home. Individuals from transgender community do not benefit from education. There should be separate toilets for transgender everywhere. Transgender people face high levels of harassment and discrimination. If society does not construct that, they will not be facing this discrimination. Okay. There is something wrong with transgender people, and they can be cured by regular counseling and treatment. It is G. Society is feeding in their mind that you are in exclusion group. You should not be included in the people, men or women. That is society is making them their mind maker. So that is G. It is difficult to employ transgender people as they are untidy and behave oddly affecting the workplace environment. So we can see biological sex is not creating this discrimination. It is only the gender, it is only the society, social construct that is creating. So we should take out from our mind this discrimination. One question I would like to ask: if suppose officer, you are invited for the birthday party of a girl child 4 years old, what gift you will think to take for her?
4 years child means
Girl child.
4 years child, either girl or boy, going to school and studying means something which will be useful for him or her, like tiffin box, pencil box, colors, like that something. And these are useful for boys and girls both. So that only I will purchase and I will give for them.
Priyanka Miss, what you will take?
I know there are the POSCO rules and many other rules, many CBSE studies that this and that. And when we used to give a bucket to the girls, like a boys, that is a fault from the gender sense. And it is been followed here also. We have to take the side also. So mindset should be there in any case. Means all are equal, means all are equal in all the sense. If you are moving at the night also, all the people and all the society should have, the humans are moving and we have to protect them. This mind should set will come and we will be developed in any case everywhere. Because this is the most vulgar thing in our society which comes from very holy part. That's my word. Thank you.
First of all, I like to thank our spokesperson who gave the relevant sessions in our schools. These sessions flourish our knowledge in every society, and we are the raw materials, human resources, which are given by the responsibility by India is a country of villages. We are living in India where we consider that girls are given, but go to the village area, go to the Bihar and UP and Jharkhand area. Till now, girls are not educated, taking education at a higher level. Parents are not agree. Matriculation is inappropriate. And finally, they decided that okay, you have to go after marriage and you have to burn the lighter of gas. So this is the mentality of the parents and society till also. So this is our responsibility to change this mentality. And these sessions in every school of the country will change, I think. So I thank you once again, the person who gave this very well and important.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning. A case happened at home. Case happened at home. One day my daughter was bleeding. Her bone and person. One day my daughter was bleeding at. One day my daughter was bleeding.
Close.
She was bleeding and she was bleeding and said, Mama, E for doctor and N for nurse. Then I said, what do you want to become in your life? Then she said, I want to become a nurse. Then I said, why do you want to become a nurse? Then she said, Miss, Mama, D for doctor is only boys. Because she looked from the book that it is given a picture of a man who is a doctor. And from that time I am telling her, no, you can also become a doctor. Then she used to say, no,
I will become a nurse because in this it is given here that a girl is becoming a nurse and a boy can become a doctor. Ishukapa can become a doctor and I will become a nurse. I don't know how to change her mind. It is given in the book and she like for the book and said that I want to become a nurse and Ishukapa will become a doctor because it is given in the book that D for doctor and N for nurse and doctor is a man and nurse is a woman.
I think you are not tired. No. You are refreshed. This is so much of useful session. So give a grand, loud applause to the resource persons of today, determined and Pradipam, they work very well. They are the PRPs. You know PRP? What is PRP? Prospective resource person. Now we can take only prospective person and resource PRP and PRP only can take in-house training. So we have and in front of us. So that's again. I just want to say that the previous child is brought to home and the child is almost better and she has not come back. And from the part of the teachers, 45,000 you had collected and 25,500 you had collected and from the students side 45,000 was collected. Then we put together and